beautiful Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-January 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's get straight to your reading, my beautiful Virgo. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, so Jupiter is going to bring a lot of good luck right up until May of this year. Also, Venus is in retrograde until the end of January, 29th of January there as well. So during this time, we can expect people to reach out from our past. It doesn't always have to be exes. It can be someone that we had a crush on a long time ago. They're thinking about you because this is the energy of nostalgia, okay? Also, this is the singles love reading. If anything from the past comes up, I will acknowledge it, but I'm moving straight on. I have done a twin flame reading if you feel like you're in a twin flame connection. I've already uploaded that for your sign. Also, I will be doing a career reading for those who are just not interested in focusing on love at this time. That will be up in the next couple of days. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. So we have the protagonist energy is the ring. We also have number 13 there as resistance energy. I'm just going to get your overall energy, your faded energy for now. Now this reading is good for mid-January right through to mid-February there. Then I'm going to go and do a Celtic cross to go a little bit deeper and see what is coming towards you. But right now, the protagonist energy, you're recognizing that you bring a lot to the table when it comes to a relationship. Also, I feel like you're looking for commitment. This is a protagonist energy of the ring. So I feel like you're looking for unity. You want to settle down with someone. You want to be on the same page with someone and, you know, dedicate your life to this person and towards your goals and dreams, of course. But I feel like you want a loyal, committed relationship where someone matches your energy, someone who is dedicated and loyal to your union as well. Okay. Now, Sapphire energy tends to be about truth, about honesty, about, you know, depth of feeling as well. And it is number 25 when you reduce it. 2 + 5 is 7, which is a Chariot card. I feel like you're not motivated to get into anything that is not all in. I feel like you are looking for a wonderful, successful relationship. The Chariot card energy tends to be about success, unity, motivation, drive. I feel like there is a potential here as well to have a power couple energy with somebody in the near future. We're going to go deeper and find out what's coming towards you though. Now, number 25. This is about commitment contracts, okay? So you may be looking at how you commit to relationships, how you're looking for the best of the best, and sort of releasing anything that does not serve you, okay? I feel like you're starting to recognize your worth, my beautiful Virgo. This may have been something, especially from childhood. There may be some issue here that has sort of needed some sort of transformation in your world, in your life, where you recognize that actually you are quite a catch, okay? You're more than quite a catch, and that you are lovable and that you deserve the highest love available to all, really. But this is, you're looking for a commitment. You want to settle down. And you're looking to either get engaged or get married or build some sort of foundation of worth and love with another person. Now, the thing that has been challenging, because this is a challenge position, the resistance position, the antagonist position is number 13. Number 13 tends to be about the death card energy. It is about transformation. It is about ending old habits, patterns, releasing that which may be hindering you from finding a relationship that is loyal, grounded, and committed to being a healthy energy and prosperous one as well. Now, the the unified energy here means there's a lot of success. You're going to find a lot more abundance and good luck when it comes to love. But there may be something from childhood here, because we have that child looking out to sea. But you know, this is the child, and it does sort of stand for, this is the Lenormand deck by Lemucci Design, beautiful deck there, but the child represents new beginnings as well. So I feel like something here that you've tried to get past. It may have been an old relationship. Okay, there, just give me a song, one moment please. Okay, so this is a song, I feel like it's quite of the now, it's quite modern. I'm sure I've heard it somewhere, but anyway, let me just try and listen to it again. Could you replay? Thank you so much, I'm truly grateful. For those who are not aware of how I read, I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading and feeling the energy from the cards. So, let me love you. Let me love you. I won't give up. I think this person says no, 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 instead of no, no, no. I won't give up. No, no, no. I'm not going to sing for you. Nobody needs to hear that. So anyway, these are the lyrics that are on loop. So either there's a relationship that you found very difficult in the past, and sometimes you feel you didn't want to give up on it. Maybe you stayed in that relationship for too long. You were someone who gave a lot of your love, your care to that person. I feel like you're looking for a deeper commitment. Let me love you. I'm also getting this energy because I'm getting two energies here. One is either a past relationship that you found it very difficult to love a person. They were quite a challenge, okay? And it may have connected, there may have been some sort of trauma bonding that you recognized from childhood that you may have gone through there. But I'm getting a secondary energy here where Virgo, because maybe you've been hurt in the past by somebody, you found it difficult to open up and let someone love you, okay? So I'm just picking up on this very guarded energy. Now, deep down at grassroots, you just want to open your soul and be loved and be seen by another person because you've got so much love to offer. You're so nurturing, caring, witty, funny, adventurous, kind. You would go to the ends of the earth for the person that you fall in love with. And not everyone gets into your inner circle. You're very discerning about the company that you keep, only because you know how much your energy is worth. You give, all of your energy, you're in, okay? So you need to streamline your energy and not let people like energy vampires take up your time, or things that are not important take up your time. But I feel like there is an energy here of woundedness, where you may have felt it could have come from childhood if you've not had a relationship before, but if it's from something in the past, it may have triggered something from childhood for you, and they're just indicating it's time to open up, because there is love available here for you. You're ending a cycle. We got number 34, interesting, because number 34 there is of course 7 again. So this is about you moving past this, moving into a new relationship, finding that motivation, that drive to find a successful union. Now, fishes always represent good fortune, abundance, but also, the Page of Cups, fish pops out of nowhere on the Page of Cups in most of the major arcana, in most of the traditional tarot decks. And that is about love popping out of nowhere, new love. So I do feel like there is love on the horizon for you, but I feel like you've gone through quite a bit of a challenge when it comes to love. I feel like you've gravitated towards people who have been a little bit immature in their energy, and you've been more spiritually evolved than the people that you've been connecting to in the past. But you're moving past that cycle. So let us see what is going on for you in terms of who's coming towards you. Now I'm doing a Celtic cross. I'm only using the uprights in this beautiful Dreamkeepers Tarot by Liz Houston, apart from the challenge positions. When I clarify, if I need any clarifiers, I'll go to these decks, and I'm going to use reversals and uprights in these two decks because I like the depth that the energy gives me. So the heart of the matter, Knight of Swords, taking action. Also, there may be some sort of truth, trust issues that you're trying to get over from the past. The challenge here is the King of Pentacles, someone being completely committed to a relationship. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide? As I said, I'm going to get all of your cards here before. Whoa, quite explosive energy in the past. We got the King of Swords. So you're dealing with someone who was definitely very sharp in the way that they talk, someone who's very, in the past, very witty, but sometimes cold or logical in their energy. Very, they found it very difficult to open up to their feelings. But anyway, let me just go and get this one moment, please. Okay, so we've got the Three of Swords, and that is above. Okay, so I feel like the Three of Swords is a very painful energy. Okay, it's in the potential position. This could be about letting go, losing someone you thought that was meant for you. And by losing them, I mean you walking away from them because you didn't want to, or you don't want to deep down, but you feel like you've had to. I feel like you're moving on. Let's see what's happening in the near future for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Also, I get this energy of you being quite logical about things. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So there's definitely some sort of love offer that is stable coming on in towards you. Your advice to yourself in this moment, the Star, healing. Thinking about your goals and dreams. We've got the Five of Pentacles. Now that is your external circumstances. So there is a worry here of feeling isolated or alone in a situation. So you may be worried that you're going to be alone all the time, or that you're not going to find somebody. With the Five of Pentacles, this is about following an alternative route. So it can mean that you thought you were going to be with a certain person, but you've separated from this person, and whilst it is very, very difficult, you're acknowledging it's time to move forward and sort of get on with your life and find love, which is, but I feel like this is something that's gone on for a long time. I do feel like you're ready for new. Let's see, we've got the Two of Pentacles, and we've also got the Three of Wands. Now they want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. Now the Three of Cups here, because we got two threes in the final position here, I do feel like you've got two options when it comes to choosing love, especially with the Two of Pentacles. That tells me you've got options when it comes to love, which might be exciting for you, but if one of them is someone that you're trying to walk away from that may have hurt you in the past, it may lead to a lot of confusion or a lot of... So I'm going to go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify for my beautiful Virgo? We got the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to meet your match, okay? I'm glad I clarified. They sort of were nudging me on to clarify. I wasn't so sure, but I felt it best. Anyway, let's move on. So let's start with the beginning. Let's get back to the roots. Now, the Knight of Swords is about taking action, okay? This is your heart of the matter right now. You feel maybe that you have to do something, or you feel like you're compelled to take action. Even though there may have been sort of, I mean, the Knight of Swords tends to come after that Page of Swords. So I feel like you've been curious, you've been thinking about getting out there, getting your wonderful self out there, and you acknowledge now is the time to make a decision about something, or find that midway point where you're like, okay, I'm going to start thinking about looking, or actually physically looking for somebody new, okay? I mean, this could also be you seeking the truth of a previous situation. Now, I would have to say with that, Virgo, you can ask a person many, many times why the relationship didn't go the way that you'd hoped, or why they ghosted, or why they walked away. You can ask a million times and you can never get an answer. Sometimes a person doesn't know. Sometimes a person is wrestling with things that are nothing to do with you, but unfortunately it is projected onto your relationship, and it has destroyed certain things within a relationship. So sometimes we have to take the power back ourselves, get closure ourselves, and acknowledge sometimes we will never know the why. And we have to make peace with that. Now, I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's what's coming through right now. The Knight of Swords tends to be an energy of adapting to a new way of thinking, and you making lifestyle changes. So right now you're making big changes in your life, not just because of the new year, but I feel like overall you're making those big changes where you're like thinking about where you live, are you enjoying where you're at, thinking about your career. Swords tends to be about thinking energy. It tends to be about communication as well. So I do feel like there is communication happening here. If you're not already communicating with somebody new in terms of love, I feel like you will be very, very soon, okay? But this is sort of an indicator that you must be taking action. Of course, when we're, on the sofa at home, and we're just watching TV, you know, no one's going to just smash through the window and say, hey, I love you, and roll across the floor and offer you a rose, okay? But if you're on, for example, the sofa watching TV, and you're also searching a dating website or something like that, you're physically taking some sort of concerted effort to find love if you don't want to like physically get out there. But this is a very physical card, so you may be thinking about putting yourself on some sort of course online that's maybe connected to do with your work, or maybe a course with people socially distanced, that's connected either to your business or to your work, or something that you're interested in, because your mind needs to be fed. And I feel like you're opening yourself up to community, because you've got 2 sets of 3s there, which means teamwork. So I feel like you are about to meet someone in some sort of gathering or some sort of crowd. I mean, you've got 333 so far. You've got 3 of swords, you've got 3 of cups, and you've got 3 of wands. Now 3s, you know, 3 is the magic number, of course, but when you get so many 3s, it tells me that you've got options coming on in when it comes to love. And, you know, one of them, the 3 of cups there, your friends, I mean, it's not to do with your friends, but I feel like there's going to be like a celebration, like you tell a friend, like, I think I've met the one. It's going to be that energy, okay? Now we've got a King of Pentacles here, which is about commitment. So the thing that's been crossing you has been getting into a relationship that is deeply committed, loyal, where you feel like you're making good decisions with that person, and it is an energetic match. This is a Taurian energy, so sometimes in the crossing position, it can mean that you've come across very stubborn people in the past. People who, you know, don't budge when it comes to arguments, or people who are not investing in a relationship in the same way. But you're looking for deep commitments. So you're looking for the highest commitment of all. This and a King of Cups, I mean, they're the go-to energies. I mean, King of Wands and King of Swords is very nice as well, but they come with certain attributes, okay? And this one, I feel like this is someone who's grounded, someone you can trust, that is coming on in here for you, okay? This may be someone who's got their own business. It doesn't have to be a Taurian. It can mean they've got strong Taurian placements in their chart. They've got strong earth in their chart, okay? Not to say that you cannot trust someone who's got air, water, or fire. All cards lend themselves to a certain attribute, and I feel like this is someone that you can see yourself settling down with, okay? Now, what is below you? We've got the Magician. Thoughts become things. So be careful what you wish for, my beautiful Virgo, especially during the next couple of weeks, because if you're thinking about a past situation, someone who maybe you're not talking to right now, or you feel is very logical in their head kind of person, you actually magnetize that person back into your world. And here's the trick, or here is the sort of secret, really. When you think about a person, even if you want that person back into your life, if you think about them the last time you argued, or the last time you wanted to say your true piece to them, and it was a low vibrational sort of moment between you and another person, you were having an argument or a disagreement, or there was feelings of abandonment, you actually call that person back into your energetic sphere in the same energy. Doesn't change, because thoughts become things. You're not just calling in the person, you're calling in the vibes that they were in when you last left them. So please remember that. It's very important. If you want someone back from the past, which I'm not saying you do, this is a singles reading, but if you're thinking about that, think of them with you in the future having fun. Think of you and that person having a romantic dinner, having a shower together, being really intimate together. Think of all the joy that you could be having in that relationship. Think about the good times that you're about to make and build new memories, because thoughts become things. Now, deep down, you are creating your reality. So if you're searching for new love, that's exactly what you're going to find. The Magician is about being inspired to take action and having confidence within yourself. So I feel like you're building this confidence from within. After a period in your life where you may have felt not motivated to look for love, or you felt like your confidence was shattered in some way and you've had to rebuild. But you must know this sentence, because they're giving it to me right now. You are enough. I think this always comes up in the Virgo reading, and they're showing it to me again, okay? You are enough. Now, in the past, we've got the King of Swords. So in terms of your energy, I feel like you're leaving the overthinking behind. Also, I feel you may have dealt with someone in the past who was from a different country than you, or some sort of, they were very different to you, is what I'm getting, because the King of Swords tends to be an international energy. You may have even had a business with this person, or you may have had some sort of dealings with this person who, this person, they were very honest. or they appear that way. This person very truthful, but sometimes I feel like this person, may have blurted stuff out that was quite cold, quite cutting sometimes. And I feel like this person was all about rules and regulations, or kind of like they were quite strict in their energy, so it was difficult to get them to come out of their shell sometimes. I mean, you did have fun, of course, but I feel like this person, they were very guarded. They were always like defensive of their feelings. As soon as you said something, they could have been like straight on it and shut down, cold. It's almost like they perceive everything as someone being, I don't know. It's almost like they don't like being told what to do, or they don't like, they're just they shut things down quite quickly is what I get. As you can see, this person very heady, they got a feather in their hand, writing energy, they got big multitasker. This king's got 4 arms there. So this person's always doing, never really had time for the relationship is what I'm getting. Okay. And they've always got the sword in the hand, ready to cut someone down. So I feel like this person, whilst I feel like they're wonderful, I feel like they're very guarded of their emotions. They always had a barrier. Now, in terms of you, I feel like this is something that you may have started to build within yourself because you may have been hurt by a previous relationship. The Three of Swords is showing up strongly. So, even though you're an earth element, my beautiful Virgo, and this is an air element right here, I feel like any hurt or any, pain, loss that you've experienced in a relationship in the past, or childhood issues, any trauma, bonding, or ancestral wounding that you have over you that you have to sort of break cycles from, I feel like you were in this logical kind of state where you tried to remove your emotions from the situation so that you could not avoid pain, because I feel like you really felt it, and it really hurt deeply, like shattered you. So I'm feeling a huge hug to you, my beautiful Virgos. I've been there. I've been broken by a person in the past. So I know what it feels. Everybody's pain is different, so I'm never going to understand exactly how you feel, but I can understand the pain that I went through, and I would never wish that upon another person, ever. Okay, so I feel something here you're processing at this moment in time. It's still energetically attached to you because it's in the above position. So you may feel like you are thinking about getting out there, finding new love, but just make sure you've closed down cycles, which I feel like you are moving on into new cycles, especially since in the near position, we've got the Page of Pentacles, the start of something new. This is someone who's very curious about you when they meet you first. This is someone, again, with strong earth in their chart. This person may work in a similar sort of environment to you, may not be the exact same workspace, but I feel like they kind of know your industry or are in some way connected. It doesn't have to mean that, if you are, for example, you work in construction, doesn't mean they work in construction. They could be, they could work in a supply chain that gives sort of, how can I put that? Materials and things to a construction company. So, I feel like it's in some way connected, and they're giving me this energy that when you and this new person start talking, you've actually got a common friend. You've got someone in common, okay? Now, this is I feel like this comes as a surprise. You're like, oh my gosh, you know this person. So I feel like that's going to be something that's really quite exciting. It points to fate, a fated meeting, okay? So Page of Pentacles, again, this could be somewhere where you put yourself on a course to learn more about your industry, or spend money, for example, to look at learning new skills, and you meet someone on that course, something that you're interested in, where you invest your time, your energy, and perhaps your money to go. I feel like there's a meeting of minds between you and this person. It really is quite beautiful. In your advice to yourself energy, we've got the Star, which is healing. Okay, the Star is also about new energy, a new phase where you're feeling good about yourself. You're starting to have hope again. And your advice to yourself is get in shape, have new diet. They're all the things that happen at the beginning of the year for everybody. We feel like we're having a new start, but you really mean to continue as you move on. I feel like there's a lot of light here. You're in that new phase of life, and you're connected to your goals and your dreams. The star energy also indicates you're waiting for a fated connection. You're wanting the stars to align to bring you the person that you're meant to be with. You don't just want, a time filler until the one comes. You're waiting for the one. That's what I feel here. Okay. Now we got the Five of Pentacles. This is the external environment, which tells me there's some sort of isolation, this feeling of either loneliness, or you feel, maybe it's the time period, because the external environment tends to mean what's going on around us. Perhaps you feel like there's no opportunity to meet anybody right now. So you're wondering, are you going to be alone? The answer is no. We got the Queen of Pentacles here and we got the King of Pentacles. We've got a match coming on in for you. But the Five of Pentacles suggests there is some sort of worry. It could also be, we're going through a major pandemic at the moment. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. There will be shifting things happening throughout 2022. That's really positive to look forward to. But you may have felt really stuck, that you could not meet somebody, and it was difficult in like normal everyday life. But now we got a major old pandemic to deal with as well. You're like, ugh. Is the universe conspiring to prevent me from meeting someone to, really settle down with? That's not the case, okay? There is definitely someone coming on in here. I feel like there's an energy here where you were being blocked for a certain period of time from what you were wishing for. Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to pull a card on that energy. They're showing me you were blocked. So maybe you felt like there was some sort of mission, or you had to focus on your finances first. Maybe goals and dreams, because 2020 and 2021, where the planetary alignments were a lot of hard energy, a lot of shocks, twists and turns, and a lot of loss energy. Okay, so you may have been trying to, it's so interesting. Spirit gives you the exact cards that you are meant to get. Okay, and it's so interesting because I tell you why. The next card up is your Ten of Wands. So they're giving you the exact cards that you're meant to receive, because this is the journey, okay? So you're on the right path in terms of your journey. There's a Ten of Wands here as well, which is in the reverse, which means there is a new start. Let go of the baggage. It's very difficult to let go of the baggage, especially when you feel like you've either been abandoned by somebody or a situation, okay? So they're indicating it's okay. You can let it go. Okay, it actually frees yourself up. So I feel like you've been exhausted worrying about being alone, or exhausted about worrying, about somebody who did not see your worth. Just because they did not see your worth, that's not exactly how things, it may appear that way to you, but actually things are not as they appear in this situation. I feel like any situations you were dealing with somebody in the past, they actually were projecting their own feelings of low self-worth. Okay, if you think about a cup of love, I've explained this in twin flame readings recently. If you think about a cup of love, we start with a cup of love first, and it has to be for ourselves. So if we're putting insecurity, trust issues, self-loathing, codependency, all in that cup, when we meet another person, we give that cup to them to drink. That is our projected feelings of how we feel about ourselves, and we give it to them, and they give us their cup. So you're wanting someone who and this is a difficult thing for me to say, because I've had to wrestle with this myself when I was younger. But all of our hearts, unfortunately, have to be broken at some point in our lives in order to let the light in order to spiritually awaken to our own self-worth, okay? So we start to realize we're worth better, we're worth more. So we start implementing self-care routines. We trust our intuition. We start to actually acknowledge that we bring a lot to the table, and we will not take anything less than we truly deserve. And then that cup is exchanged to a person who's also done the soul work, and you've got a match, okay? So I feel like you're releasing baggage. It's difficult to process, but I feel like you're leaving something behind, and it may be low self-worth, because they keep giving me this energy of you are enough. Now the hope and fear is the Ten of Wands, but that Ten of Wands just came out. In terms of a fear, the Ten of Wands says you're exhausted. You found it even difficult to find the motivation or the drive to even look for new, because you may have experienced a certain type of person, or been in a cycle of meeting people where they exhibit the same sort of behavior, or it has gone down the same route. If that is the case, it means there was a lesson here for you to learn, my beautiful Virgos, where you had to end the cycle. Okay, we tend to be given the lesson again and again and again until we wake up and see, oh, I think I'm meant to not kind of go for that sort of person, or I'm meant to acknowledge the red flags and say, nip it in the bud. Virgo, you're so beautiful in your heart and your soul that you want to believe the best in everybody. So when you see some red flags, you kind of look at them and you're like, okay, that could be a problem in the future, but I want to believe the best in the person. So you put it to the side. Put it to the side. And before long, if you go back into that room, you notice there's 20 red flags there that you're like, oh, I kind of ignored some of those things. What am I going to do? It's too late. By then you're invested in a relationship and your heart gets burned. So I feel like it's been exhausting and you're fed up of dealing with the same old stress, same old patterns. Also, I feel like you're trying to multitask in life at the moment by paying the bills, doing your work, all of those things. Sometimes you got to acknowledge you need a pat on the back from yourself. You're doing a good job. You're navigating a difficult period in humanity. And not only that, you got to pay the bills, you got to make sure you stay connected to your friends and your family, because that's very important. Unity is so important, especially in times like these. Unity, love, oneness, and the light is so important during this period. So I feel like you're trying to do it all. If you've got children, you're trying to look after them. And, you know, it's such a difficult period. So sometimes we got to acknowledge that we can just let things go and be like, okay, I surrender, dear universe, whatever is meant for me, I embrace it with all of my heart and soul, and I'm grateful. And you'll start to see things change for you. Now, the fear, I've explained to you. The hope would be like the card is in reverse, and that is about new start, taking a break, finally freeing yourself up from this baggage and saying, you know what, I'm ready. I'm ready. And I feel as soon as you say that, this is when all of your choices come in. Now, this reading is good for up until mid-February there. I do feel like there are some choices coming on in if you're not already talking to somebody, because we've got the Two of Pentacles, which tends to mean multitasking energy. You're doing so much. But it also means you've got many options to choose from. So I do feel like make sure you get a moment to have some time for yourself. You know, a full balance, if possible, between work and play, because, you know, you need some time to recoup your energy and to, you know, put yourself out there. If you've been finding you're like on the treadmill of life and you're like, I don't have time to look for love, Baba, when is it coming? Sometimes we got to make that time, because that is time that we are making for ourselves, and we're putting ourselves first. Work is great. It pays the bills. We need to work. We need to have money. Of course, we need to be able to eat, but not at the price of forgetting ourselves, okay, and our connection to our higher power. We got the Three of Wands, which means that you're on the right path to meeting somebody new, and that it's just on the horizon. The Three of Wands is about expansion. It's about opening yourself up to new opportunities. Also, it is a card of teamwork. So I feel like you're going to be put in a situation where you meet somebody in a group of people. I just keep feeling like you're in a group of people, and, you know, I feel like, you know, this is such a cliche, but I can see a scene right now. Maybe this is how you've just met somebody new, or so please take it as it resonates. But, you know, like when there's a course happening or something like that, and they've got like a beverage kind of stand where they got either biscuits or a few nibbles on a table or something like that. And, you know, you're just standing at that. It's such a cliche, I know, but I just keep seeing this image of two people talking over that, just by that table. And it's just kind of like a, hey, you know, so how are you finding the course so far kind of energy. And then there's a spark though. Okay, so I'm just getting that. So, I mean, it could be any situation. It doesn't have to be where you're doing a course. It could be that, for example, you're, I don't know, at some sort of function, or, you know, you're going to work out somewhere, and they've got some sort of table with some sort of refreshments on there in some way. And you sort of bond over that. It's kind of like just striking up. You're not going to whatever place this is specifically looking for love, is what I'm getting. Okay. Now we have a Three of Cups. Three of Cups is about it's about celebration. Okay. And I feel with the Three of Cups as well, I feel like you're going to find out that a friend of yours actually knows this person, but because they've never really talked about this person, you're not going to know until a little bit later on when you've met this person and had a few, like, sort of, wow, they give me a word, which is soirees. They've given that to me before. That sounds very, until you've met them a couple of times, but they're given the word soirees. So either you use that kind of word or that kind of language as even as a joke, or maybe that you're very eloquent in your words, you know, I'm not going to pretend that's me. It's not. I don't use that sort of word or that sort of language. But anyway, 3 cups indicates celebration. But I feel like you have 2 options when it comes to love. So I'm just going to quickly pull a card on that because I really feel like there is someone from your past that you already know. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a card on that. Thank you so much. The Strength card and the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like this person either could have strong earth or fire in their chart, maybe Leo or Taurus or another Virgo even. I mean, they are coming on in. They're very slow. The Devil in the reverse. This is someone that you felt like you were bonded to. This is a person from the past, I feel. I feel like they're releasing themselves from any blockages. They're coming on in. So it really gives you something to think about. But I feel like you've given them their chance many, many times, I feel. And I feel like you're looking towards new. So we got the Queen of Cups here. You're very compassionate and kind to this person. You love this person with all of your heart, but now you're taking time for self-care. You're starting to realize that you're bonded to some of the negative things or some of the obsessive traits that this person may have exhibited, and they projected onto you, and I feel like you absorbed them because you're quite a sponge. I mean, we all absorb energy. But with the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Wands there, I feel like you will hear from this person. They're going to send you a message, and that will be, I feel like you'll receive a message from that person, well, before Valentine's Day, because I feel like this person doesn't want to hit you up on Valentine's Day, because there's something about this person that they hold their heart to themselves. They wait for you to come and chase them. Okay, and you're not doing that. I feel like you're not doing that. You're taking a step back. Okay, so this person, they don't want to appear like they love, or they don't want to appear that they have feelings that go deeper, actually. This person may have strong water in their chart as well, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. They're very secretive with their feelings, and it takes them a lot of courage to open up, but they don't do it often, okay? This person's going, I feel like it's a little bit too late, but that's your call. We all have free will. So there is an option here coming on in. It's a slow burn one, but there's someone new coming on in. We got a Queen of Pentacles here as your final card, and whatever it is that you were looking for, okay, I feel like, I mean, this is your card, the Queen of Earth there. The Queen of Pentacles is the Virgo card. So I feel like you're going to meet your energetic match. It is a stable, loyal, loving relationship, very sensual, very passionate, grounded, someone you can trust. You will settle down with this person, and if you want to have children, I feel like there is a potential to have that as well, because we've got the rabbits there in the corner, so you know the drill. If you want to multiply your wonderful and have wonderful love babies all over the place, I feel like this is a relationship where you would feel safe enough to do so. Okay, so I do feel like this is about you settling down. This is about you building home and nesting with somebody new that comes on in. So yes, it is available to you. I do feel like you're going to be put in a position to meet that person in the next 6 weeks. Doesn't mean you're going to be in a relationship with that person in the next 6 weeks. I feel like you're going to be put in the vicinity, or you're going to make some sort of communicative, you're going to have a conversation with this person in the next 6 weeks, okay, is what I'm feeling. Now I'm just going to get you a final card before I close. Thank you so much. Letter, information, news, disclosure. You may be receiving a message of importance, number 26, okay? Now, number 26, when you reduce it, 2 plus 6 is 8, the number of the self. This is a message that is just for you. I do feel like you're going to hear from a person from the past, okay? I feel like you're going to hear from that person before Venus goes direct, okay? This person is nostalgic about you. That's the energy I'm getting here. But I do feel like you're going to strike up communication with somebody new, okay? So you are going to have a lot to think about. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Now, either someone just said this, or I'm just picking up the energy, like someone said, wow, Bubba, they're like buses. They all come at once. So that's what I'm feeling. And you're right, okay? I feel like there's 2 options here. You're going to choose with your heart, of course. But I feel like you got options. Oh, gosh. Now, I picked the trinkets with my eyes closed. Unfortunately, can't see that, so you do have to trust me. But when I put my fingers in there, it just feels like metal, so I don't know what I'm getting. The first card we got here are the two swans that come together, okay? And their heads are together forming a heart. So I feel like gracefully you will sort of move into a relationship that is really committed, loyal, loving. But it's hard work, okay? Because all relationships are hard work. The two swans, you know, you see swans gliding across the water, okay, but you never see underneath. Their feet are going like crazy. So you may have been asking bigger questions recently, philosophical ones, like how is it everybody else gets to be in a relationship and it looks so easy, and I'm there like experiencing like sometimes hell on earth or experiencing loneliness. How does it just work, just click for everybody? Not everybody talks about, you know, the hard work or the relationship dramas that go on behind the scenes, okay? So all that glitters is not gold, just so you're aware. But you're about to come into a connection with someone who is a meeting of minds. Those two heads are together. So I do feel like it's a wonderful, beautiful relationship on its way for you. Words like this, they want on the star energy. So so I feel like this is a fated relationship. Stars are aligning. We've also got the engagement ring. So they're indicating there is a union available to you, and I feel like you're going to recognize your worth. You're worth a lot more than perhaps you've been experiencing recently, but I feel this is a loving relationship that will go towards some sort of deep commitment, okay? And they want this on the star as well. Interesting. Okay, so stars are aligning for this one. I'm very excited for you. Definitely new love coming on in here, but make sure you get yourself into a situation where you're there to meet it. Okay, coming out of the comfort zone. Very difficult to do, but I feel there's something that you're planning to do that is not about you seeking love, but you find love there, okay? So just so you're aware. I'll leave it there, my beautiful Virgo. Hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Thank you so much, and love and light.